What's going on, Nitro Gang? Today we have a special guest at the Nitro Gang headquarters. We got ourselves Shane Nitro in my veins. You see him with RS4s. You see him with many other cars. But today, he has brought something special in the back of this world's most sickening Toyota 4Runner. He's gonna open up the rear window. Dude, this is like one of those old station wagons.
Just missing the wood paneling on the side.
Yeah, we need the wood paneling like that movie. What's that movie with they go on that trip? The Griswolds.
The Griswolds.
Anyways, the Griswolds, bro, they didn't have nitros. You got nitros.
That's right.
Let's take a little peek. Oh my God, it's a whole 4Runner full of nitros. I think we're gonna have to get a little bit of a closer look. So you told me, well, actually, I just showed the viewers, but it's okay. They'll be surprised that there's a Nitro I've never had on this channel.
Yeah, there's one here that...
And I definitely saw it.
It's my shelf queen, something that I always thought was a very unique RC because it was a little bit of a monster truck, a little bit of a truggy, and it's AKA the Muggy.
The Muggy.
Here it is.
A lot of people, including Woogie Nitro, has one of these, right? He has one of the best ones I think I've seen. Yeah, the LOSI Muggy. So this is supposed to be a combination of a monster truck and a buggy. Muggy, ideal name. You know, some people will call it a truggy, but LOSI, in their infinite wisdom, called it a Muggy. I like it, man. This one is really beautiful. And you're right, dude. I have never had this on the channel. Never had a video of this on the channel. So this is a little exciting. I could see, yeah, we could put it down over here. I know it's probably like 12 million pounds. Because back when the golden age of Nitro was hot and kicking, nitros were huge. You'll give us a little overview of it.
Yeah, stock everything. Didn't do any upgrades or anything to it. Just swapped out the springs on it for the shocks, and it's been kind of my little shelf queen. Really, don't really run it too much because it's not the easiest thing to find parts and repair. So I really don't bash on it. But
it's good condition. It's complete. Yeah, that's what I see.
Fire it up. We can fire it up and
yeah, we could try it.
See it, and
yeah, we could do a little fire up in a little bit.
In it.
So yeah, we got the LST size giant big bore shocks, front and rear. I could see the chassis, of course, has been modified from the LST. The LST's a little different. We got a single speed. We have ourselves a center diff. Kind of, I would say this is a very similar layout to like a regular buggy. Yeah, except much larger. See, we have the famous...
These are smaller though. These are smaller than the LST.
The shorter stroke, right? Shorter stroke, yeah. I could see the famous aluminum differential case here in the front. Man, no Nitro ever since ever had aluminum diff cases, right? From the factory. Or is it steel? It might be steel.
Yeah, they're steel and aluminum casing.
Well, we know it's not plastic. That's fine. That's
definitely not.
Got an original JR servo, upgraded high-tech coreless servo. We got the Mach engine. This is the same cooling head they use on the Big Red.
Oh yeah, you know, that's
nice.
The same ones in the LST as well, the 427s.
Yeah. So I see this one is a shaft start from the back.
I think I brought the shaft. Yeah, I got it with me.
If not, I probably got shafts all over the place.
I get shafted all the time.
Yeah, don't die, bro. I got shafted by my pension amount deduction last week. You know, they caught me. I was trying to escape pension payments for like forever, but like they caught me, bro. All right, let's put this one a little to the side. Okay. We'll try to fire it up later. Let's go over the rest of the sickening squad you got over here.
This is my buggy here, with 350 on it.
Shane, I would say based on these two Nitros, LOSI's your top brand, huh?
I like LOSI, you know what I mean? I fell in love with the LST, that monster truck when it first came out.
Yeah. Two speeds, forward, reverse, high, low gear range, man. You couldn't beat it.
It was the one thing when I started running on the track up in the Bronx, LST, Revos were always the top two in that monster truck class, always. And I just
those were the golden days of Nitro, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Those, sickening. I loved it. You know what I mean. I still love them, and this is why I kind of like inherited and bought, you know, 6, 7 of them.
We were gonna go to the RC track today, but like there's rain and stuff. Like, you know, giant tree in the back, unrelated to that comment, but guys, giant tree, I gotta trim it. Dude, when I bought this tree at Home Depot, it was like 4 feet tall. It's all the way to the top. Sickening. All right. Let's take a look. We got ourselves the LOSI Buggy. This must be one of their older models. Obviously not the ready to run model.
No.
Right, I could see it's got nice upgrades here. You know, really beefy shock towers. LOSI 350 engine over here. I don't think I've ever seen the 350. Usually these are like the 427,
yeah, that's what drew me to this purchase.
That's interesting, the engine, right here.
Because I was like, wow, I haven't got my hands on one of those. I've seen them in some of the LSTs. and I was like, wow, I need to get my hands on one of those, and I've heard great things about it.
I'll be honest with you, dude, when I went to the RC track a couple times when I did own the LOSI 8 buggy, that was legit the only buggy people ever looked at, like bystanders that weren't like you know, RC fans. They were like, what is that, what is that? For some reason the viewers love the LOSI buggies, man. Nice cooling head, I like these. Yeah, I see we got a non-full start engine. How's the compression? Let me check it. Oh man, it's sickening. The compression is beyond sick.
Yes, it's there and it's ready to rip.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And it's a 48-13 gearing.
Beautiful buggy. Beautiful.
Heavy duty everything.
Why don't you just put the LOSI on the Lincoln LSV8 right here on the hood? It likes it. It likes to have nitros on it, you know? There you go. It's just become a little better. You know, let's just hope the LSV8 here doesn't develop cooling issues, because like it's famous for that. These basically run the Jaguar you know, 3.9 4-liter engines. It's sickening. You have to become an expert in repairing you know, coils on this also, just so you guys know. Become a coil master in like about a year. I see you holding some gold in your hands there, man. We got a twin pair of RS4s. The Nitro that like I keep telling HPI to bring back. Please. And in fact, many others have posted, like in their Instagram posts, people are saying bring it back. I think that's because of like that one video I did. So let's see what we got. I think we'll try to fire maybe one of these up. We got the Porsche body, arguably one of the best, and also the M3 body, one of the best. You know, HPI and like scaled bodies, I think that's what brought many people into the hobby, right? In the late 90s, 2000s.
And they couldn't afford the real one, so they got the toy
exactly.
one.
And you know what else? The 10 scale platform, it seems to be like the perfect proportion for a properly sized body. You know, there's like larger bodies for like 8 scales, but like let's say off the Ultra GTP, that's like a buggy based chassis. It's really wide. You really need like a proper 10 scale setup. So let's take a look at, Shane, I'm gonna let you decide which one you wanna on body first.
Let's do this one. This one's the
the purple gang.
Has the matching aluminum to the body with all the purple.
Sickening.
I call this the Thanos edition.
Oh yeah, this is it's paying homage to the HPI purple gang. Man, sickening. Top of the line upgrades. We got a lot of upgrades. We have carbon fiber rear shock tower, and that is like woven carbon fiber. Pretty high-end stuff. Now the star of the show, I'm trying to get a nice little zoom in here, is the HPI 12 RSS engine. Relatively rare. You almost never see these. Now Shane, you were saying that this was probably included in the kit version. I think the RS4-3 type SS model at that time, right? I think from
my knowledge, SS was always in a kit.
Yeah,
and I like
sickening license plate. I like that.
Those little SS engines got packs a big punch.
Super collectible too. I see you got nice high flow fuel filter. 2-speed looks a little weird on that 2-speed. Now you were telling me this might have problems with shifting.
It's shifting. I never had it able to shift into second gear. Played with the clutches inside it, and always just gave me a headache and
interesting,
pissing me off all the time. So I said, you know what?
You sound like an Arma owner, bro.
Yeah,
just kidding around. Just kidding around.
Not me.
I'm gonna tell you from the top of my head, it looks like these gears are too close together. They might not even be from this chassis. Is it possible that somebody used like HSP gears on this? Maybe they built the 2-speed incorrectly. Because if this was a kit, it would have had to have been built.
No, this engine was not originally in this car.
Oh, so the engine, but like the parts themselves would have probably had to have been assembled by somebody. Maybe they forgot a washer or a shim, but these gears,
too tight.
They're very close by. There's like legit no gap. I've seen these gears, there's usually a gap. Now the fact that we have like a bunch of aluminum on it really shouldn't affect anything with the gear gap, but we'll take a little look at it maybe later. Got a nice little sticker right there in the fuel tank, some superhero side protection. I see your linkage. Your linkage looks, why is it so far back? Let me see. I'm gonna move this with my fingers here. Okay, so basically this servo saver on the throttle servo should not be, you know, basically vertical with that chassis. So the linkage is incorrect. We're gonna have to remove the servo horn and recenter it. Okay. Got no batteries. It doesn't matter. We can like take a look at it in a little bit. Just a little chassis overview. Next one up
is my other RS4, which is another Frankenstein edition.
Let's see what it's got going on. Okay, so this is a more of a less modified chassis, but it's got the world's best OS 18 CVR X engine. I like it. I see you're missing the cover for the battery tray there too, right?
Yeah.
Are you missing it?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you can get that part at HRP. I've seen it. It was in stock.
Okay.
It was in stock. All right, so yeah, tell us what the situation with this is.
Yeah, this one.
There's always a situation.
Came out of another vehicle and never really got the chance to fire this one up.
Okay. The gears spin okay. All right. So yeah, so this is the proper servo linkage position. You see how it's basically mostly like horizontal there with the engine. That's appropriate. What's the situation with this? We never started it.
Yeah, I never started it, and just want to fire it up today for
What's this, a cover for the air filter?
Yeah,
never seen that before. Oh, sickening. So this one you never started, right?
No, this one I never really got a chance to run around and fire up because, you know, playing with all the other ones that I have.
What's your confidence level on this just idling normally? As it is right now? Like,
I think good. I think good.
High rate?
Yeah.
Higher confidence rate than like being an owner of an Audi with a turbocharged engine? Because those people have real low confidence when you're an owner of an Audi turbocharged engine, especially the Audi Q5 or an A5. Dude, I love the A5, which is like that coupe. Why do they gotta be so bad? I want to buy one, but like, I bought a Nissan Murano that's also equally bad, but it's okay. Yeah, we got good compression. So it looks like there should be, oh, I see what's going on. This pull starter cord is really far in. There needs to be a piece of like fuel line over here to make sure it doesn't go in all the way.
Yeah.
So it probably fell off. But
just dry rot it off maybe.
Okay, so it's got compression. It's a little bit tough to spin over. I have a heat gun if we need it.
I got a heat gun too.
Yeah, you came prepared, bro. Came prepared.
Voila.
Sickening. What is this, powered from outlets?
Yeah, I powered it right here.
Oh, dude, this car has a... Oh, well, that's sick. I didn't even know cars come with that still. That's awesome.
4Runner, baby. So, yeah, we could do that.
How many watts could this thing provide? It has an inverter? I guess it's got to be an inverter. Oh, 400 watts.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we got enough juice in here. Fire this bad boy up. Get it going.
Toyota 4Runner, man. I love this truck. I used to sell these like a long time ago. Some of the best. I loved it. Actually, like our GM at the dealership drove one of these. He refused to drive a Nissan Pathfinder Platinum, but he liked the 4Runner.
They say you could put 200 miles on, 200,000 miles on it, and still have great resale value on it. So
solid.
That's why I bought it, for investment and to have forever.
Great car. Toyota gang in the house, man.
That's it.
We're gonna get ready to fire up the Losi Muggy. What do you think? You think it's gonna run? Has this one ever run?
It has. It has.
All right. I got a little bit of a gift from the Nitro game for you, bro.
Ooh,
I'm gonna show you and the viewers.
Ooh.
Check that out.
My favorite, Team Losi LST.
Vintage Nitro magazines.
Love it.
Reading material before bed.
October 2004.
Oh wow, 2004. That's part of the golden years of Nitros. You know why I picked this one out particularly, bro? Because we got the LST in the cover. This may not be an LST, but it's, you know, it's physically based on that. I love the RC Driver magazines, to be honest with you. They had boats, they had helicopters. Oh, look at that. We got a Nitro TC3 there on the top as well.
Beautiful. And
super beautiful.
This is a great gift. So you know what? I got something for you too as well. I know
no, bro, you came here. We don't want no gifts.
No, but
we just want more Nitros.
I know you go into these neighborhoods to make the Nitro gang
deals,
happy,
the acquisitions.
Deals and
sometimes guns get pulled on me.
Yeah, well,
they tell me they're cops, but they're not real cops. Holy moly!
A tuning screwdriver.
Dude, this is the world's longest tuning screwdriver.
That's for you, my friend.
Dude, so I can make kebabs with this.
You don't have to bend down.
This is sickening.
It could be sword fighting or whatever you need to do with it.
We could do sword fighting, shish kebabs, make some kebabs. Let's check it out, dude. This is like the length of the Muggy right here. Holy moly.
You could tune so easily now.
I could tune people, I could tune Nitros, I can tune real cars, I could tune like Chevy 4-barrel carbs, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Sickening. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, dude, I see you're ready. You're holding a glow driver. The right thing guys should be doing, not holding electric LiPo batteries. Hold glow drivers, hold tuning screwdrivers like I am, and try to fire up a Losi Muggy. All right, guys, we're gonna see what we got. The electronics are not installed right now, so we're basically just going to try to fire it up. Let's see. Okay, that was a little brap. We'll adjust the tune. Almost got it. All right, got a lot of fuel in there. Woo! But it fired up, and I think it killed itself also. Yeah, there's like a bunch of smoke. We gotta let it air out, bro. Let it air out. State of California, you know, considers this to be a carcinogen. But actually, one of the coloring agents in Coca-Cola that gives it that caramel color is also a carcinogen. Did you know that in the state of California?
No.
The formulation for Coke is different in California. Yeah. They should bring Nitros to California, but... All right, so fired up, but there might be a fuel flow issue. Let's see, how are we here on the high-speed needle? Let's turn it out a little bit. Yeah, that high-speed needle is a little too much. So when we primed it, of course, we forced a lot of fuel. So let's turn it out. Let's do a little more like that. Let's see what we got, man. These big block engines are scary when you fire them up, right? You never know what's gonna happen. It's okay. When you got two Nitro gang members on a Nitro, Nitro got no choice. Okay, it's better. Getting the idle a little. I gotta lower the idle manually right here. Idle too high. All right, lowered it a little too much with the servo opening up a little bit. But I mean, the motor ran. It ran okay. Engine is normal condition. I can touch it. It ran, just needs a little bit of a tune. I think we're gonna leave off on it right now, because we got some other Nitros, bro, and we got like other stuff to do, right? Like you gotta read that magazine. I gotta like go make Nitro deals, you know. So it's okay for now. We just did a little bit of a test fire. LOSI Muggy, a Nitro that, as Shane over here said, we never had on this channel, but of course now we got a sickening LOSI Muggy. Let's go pull out another Nitro. Next car up, we're going to do a first start attempt on this RS4 with the OS18. So this engine, it seems like it hasn't been running a long time, because like, yeah, it has good compression, but it's a little gummy. So what we'll do, I'm gonna heat it up. No Nitro's going to beat us today. Let's heat this up, give it a little heat job, so to say. We'll try to do a first fire. Once again, you know, we're missing some of the components here. The battery box cover is missing. Those are actually kind of hard to get, but we do have a sickening OS18. Yeah, so Shane, what do you think? You think we'll get it running? Let's hope, man. It's a mystery, right?
This is tight.
This 18 is the best one you can get for one of these cars.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Dude, people used to put these in T-Maxes,
and
they were great. Yeah,
and still be able to push all that weight.
But it has compression, but it hasn't been running a long time. So let's just do a little preheat on it. We'll do the prime job, and we'll try to fire it up. You know, once again, of course, for those of you guys watching, we don't know anything really about the tune, but I'm looking at the low speed needle here on the side of the car, but it seems to be normal. The high speed needle, my first observation is it's normal. It's not buried. In fact, it's kind of on the really rich setting. So really the idle set screw will be something we'll play with in a little bit. Man, I love the color of these shock springs. These are actually the original HPI shocks with these aluminum purple shock caps.
Were these springs or put on certain...
Yeah, these were not the original springs. I'm thinking, let me see. They seem to be firmer than the original. No, the rear seems actually, can't even tell. But for a fact, the sway bar kit is probably an upgrade from HPI. But other than that, I really don't see any mods. We have the original pipe, you know, engine, we already discussed that. All right, that's what we got. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if it's a little bit darker right now in this part of the video. We had to, you know, install a sickening canopy out here in my world's tiniest New York City backyard. Welcome to New York City. How you doing? Pay property taxes for nothing. Right, bro. So you got the starter. I mean, let me see if it's actually, yeah, it's hot, bro. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so it seems a little freer now. It seems a little freer. Let's see if it fires up. Okay, I heard it's a little pop. It might need more fuel. Let's do a little prime on the fuel tank. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I heard it. The first time is always hard. It's like that first paycheck you get when you see the amount of taxes they took out of you and you get angry. I'm gonna give this thing a shot, guys. Shane is gonna be recording me. Let's see. The Nitro gang got what it takes to fire up a vintage Nitro. If I did it before, I could probably do it again. You know, we have something that sounds like maybe an engaged clutch. I'm going to diagnose this a little bit. I'm thinking it's trying to fire, then it catches because the clutch is probably open, and it seems to be stopping the engine. I'm going to try it again. Let's see. The carb is like literally like almost, you know, halfway open, so it's not an issue with fuel flow for sure. Okay, we're gonna prime it like crazy. There's definitely fuel in there. Let's keep going. Never quit until your battery dies. When your battery dies, you can quit, okay? Oh, it's a new aerobic exercise. You don't need to go to the gym, just fire up an old Nitro, you know? Sickening. Okay, let's take a little break. It's almost there. I'm not fully convinced the clutch is bad yet. I do see the wheels kind of spinning when we fire this thing up, when it's running a little bit. You know, I'm looking at this. This is actually the incorrect clutch bell. This is not an HPI clutch bell. You see how your first and second gear on the inside there, they're molded together. That's a clutch bell from some kind of off-brand Nitro. That's a situation. I mean, it should still technically fire, but if it's somehow rubbing the gears incorrectly, because this for sure is the proper 2-speed, but I feel a good amount of friction right here. I'm thinking the clutch bell assembly is incorrect for this car. Let's try it again. But it did run for a little bit, right? The engine itself has compression. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. See, it's catching, and then it shuts off. All right, let's take a break. Let's do a little summary analysis. I think, what do they have? Like in court, when they have like a summary judgment against a bad guy, what's our summary judgment? I think I'm gonna discontinue trying to fire it up. For sure, this clutch bell is the incorrect clutch bell for this model, and I'm thinking more than likely there's something wrong with the clutch on the inside. They might have even used like an HSP clutch, which is like this weird 2-shoe clutch. But all right, dude, so I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna tell you, and this, you probably already know this, but I'll, you know, if anybody runs into problems like this, the best way to diagnose this is, first you want to have the car on a flat surface, roll it down. Now I can tell there seems to be a lot of friction. The brakes for sure are not applied. So Shane, I think the next step, what you should do like later on, and this goes for anybody, we need to remove the engine. So once you remove the engine, once again, you'll roll the car forward. You'll see if there's any binding. Maybe you have binding in the system and it's not even a clutch bell, which I think it is. But once you've eliminated the entire engine as a moving part, you can determine if you have binding in the brakes. It's possible that whoever assembled this did like the world's worst job. It's very, very possible. But then we'll see. Then the next thing you would need to do, just remove the clutch bell, take a look at the clutch spring on the inside. I'm thinking the prior owner used like an HSP or an Exceed clutch spring, which I know from just my experience are like the world's loosest clutch springs. Very loose, they engage almost all the time. You saw when we were firing this up, even the engine ran like maybe 1 or 2 seconds, the wheels were spinning even at low RPM. Yeah. Right, that's a sign that the clutch is engaged one way or another, usually because of the, you know, low spring tension. There are like you can get on eBay MIP springs, but if at all possible, we would need the originals. You know, you might even be able to get away with using this clutch belt. It might be totally fine, even though it's not from this original chassis. So that's going to be the mission for this car. Remove the engine, check out the clutch spring on the inside, and then you'll be one step closer to making Nitro great again. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds great. Thanks for
Right, man.
advice.
Yeah, just a little diagnosis. This was like also your first kind of start attempt on this car, right?
Yeah, with this engine. Yeah, this was like a Frankenstein thing.
Exactly. Yeah, we could see that, man. A lot of times people think like HSP parts are direct fit to HPI. They're not. Just because they're like 10 scale nitros with the same displacement engines, they're not direct fits in any possible way. Other than I have done one item that does fit, and it's usually the fuel tank. So you can usually use like the HSP 10 scale fuel tank if you need to, but this fuel tank seems to be fine. The primer works, and it seems to hold the vacuum.
Yes.
All right, dude, I think you told me you have one last surprise here, right?
Another problem child.
Oh man, here we go.
Problem child. New Savage. Brand new. I didn't buy it. Took it off a guy. He said the spur gear was just stripping on him. I said, yeah, no problem. Let's take a look at it. Let me take it.
All right, yeah, see, you got the GT6 over here.
Yep. And if you see what was happening here, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that
Somebody
burnout.
killed that spur gear really good. That's actually chewed up like in one direct spot.
I know.
Like
so,
real bad. I've never seen that happen. Usually
here.
it's chewed up circularly.
Same here. So I was like, you know,
That should be no big deal though.
let me go down to headquarters.
Yeah, right.
And get this thing straightened out and see what's going on. And also brought this.
Oh, you brought something else. What's that?
Little box.
A medical care kit? You brought it
really.
for when Sandy tries to kill me over here?
Maybe that's it.
It wasn't his fault, man. Don't worry, guys. I didn't hurt him.
Give you some Paw Patrol band-aids.
Oh yeah, sickening. Let's do it, man. Okay, I see something that appears to be in high levels of preservation.
You were looking for
Oh man,
this.
now that is incredible.
Yeah,
This is the original engine from the LST.
Yes. Polished.
Sick. That's
with a
exactly
working crankshaft.
That's exactly what I needed for the LST project I was working on. The guy that killed the crankshaft, basically in mine, it's a two-piece design, you know. It, legit on mine, it broke like right in the middle. You believe that?
This is for the Nitro.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, bro. I appreciate it. The original Mach 26 engine for the Losi LST.
That's it. Keep those Losis
awesome.
alive.
Yeah. So we'll put together engine parts from 2 into 1. It'll be a runner.
RB Mods.
Oh, RB Mods. I gotta try their service one time.
Yeah.
Hold on, who did I send my engine to for the resleeve? That was RB Mods, wasn't it? Dude, I forgot, my bad. But too many nitros. Right, man. Yeah, this is gonna be the next project. All right, I'll do what I can on that Savage. We'll figure it out. Savage is gonna be made great, man. It's gonna be made great.
Let's get bashed.
All right, bro. I appreciate you coming by, and you're always welcome here at the Nitro Gang headquarters.
Thank you.
And thank you for making Nitro great again.
Shout out to all the RC channels.
You're doing it.
Shout out to all the RC channels. Nitro Gang, #1 on the list.
Yeah.
But you know who the rest are.
Tell us who else you like to watch on YouTube. I know we watch some of the same people.
Woogie.
Woogie Nitro, man. Sickening. He got a muggy.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of nice stuff. That guy. Beardsley.
Chef Beardsley. Nice dude.
Country Hill.
Oh, Texas Hill. Texas Hill Country Custom Homes.
Buddy
he changed his channel recently.
The Bug.
Bug 404.
Awesome engine guy. Let me tell you, he could wrench it.
Engine master.
All day.
Engine master.
Yeah, so there's a lot of the guys.
You got some pretty rare collectible HPI engines.
Yeah.
I know we're both fans of them, like in boxes.
RC Show Off, another one.
Oh yeah. He's a nice guy.
These guys, you know, keep up the good work, keep RC alive.
We gotta meet RC Show Off one day, bro. I don't think he lives that far away from us.
Well, we gotta bring them all together.
Yeah.
I'm down to meet
He got
up
a nice
everybody.
yard that he takes jumps on Revo.
Whew.
I want to go do those.
Let's go. Let's send them.
RC Show Off, bro. If you're watching us, invite the Nitro Gang over.
Yeah.
You know. All right, bro. Thanks so much, man, and we'll see you again.
You got it.
Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.